Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today our project's going to be a holiday turban headband. I did the red and the white, and I did this one here with 3 colors for Thanksgiving, Halloween. This is supposed to be a candy corn, but you can use it for Thanksgiving too. And today we're going to do black and white metallic. So this one I used the large 48 needle Sentro machine. And for this smaller one, the candy corn, I used the 40 needle machine, which is probably more for a child or a teenager. And then the larger one would be for an adult. The red and white and the black and white. So let's get started. Using I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby in metallic black and metallic white. And you'll also need your scissors and a needle. Okay, so to get started, make sure your white needle or black needle, whatever machine you're using, your first needle is there first. Make sure you have it on your machine on T for tube. And I've got a row counter here that is set to 0. And what we're going to do is drop this in here and just start feeding it. You want to do the first one underneath the needle, the next one behind, next one underneath, the next one behind. And just go slowly at first till you get used to it. And do that all the way around. And this time I think I'm gonna start with a weight on the end. I'll show you. Just because this Sentro seems to drop stitches more than the other machines I have. So, whoops, in front, behind, in front, behind. I'm still not very fast at this, but I know when I try to be, it messes it up. So then the last needle you want to be behind and feed into your feeder, especially on the Sentro, so that it's down in that little dip. Whoops. Okay, like that. You'll hear it like pop down into it. And then I put my yarn on the outside one, depending if you're using a thinner yarn, you can go closer in. I have my yarn on the floor in a little bucket, and I feed several, probably a couple of yards through before I start, and then while I'm in the process I keep trying to feed it so it doesn't get stuck. Okay, I'm going to go back to 0, and then we're going to start. Now I hold my machine steady with my hand because when I'm filming I need to move the machine. So go slow at first if you're beginning. And oh, I was going to put a clip. So I'm going to go ahead and weigh this down now. And then as I go, I'm going to use my other clips and I'll show you how to do that. But for the beginning, just go slow your first round or so. And then after that, you can start going faster. And we're going to knit 40 rows of the white. And then I'll come back and show you how to change colors to the black, and we'll do another 40 rows of the black. Okay, so I'll see you when I start putting the weights on. Okay, so I'm at about 30 rows and I just put the weights on here. Don't put them on any sooner than that because it's going to hit the little screws that are inside the rim here. So wait until you get it down a little further. And I probably will get a 4th clip to put over here eventually. Right now that seems to be working okay though. Just kind of distribute it. And then I'll see you back here when we get to 40 rows and we'll change colors. Okay, so I just finished my 40th round and I'm going to cut a little of this white off. So here we're at the last peg before the first peg, so we're going to cut that, put it in here. And I'm going to grab my black yarn, which is in the bucket now. And we're going to put that on right next to our white needle, or your first needle. And I'm running it through that tension feeder, making sure it dips down. Okay, and then I'm going to just slowly make sure this left needle goes down over the white the last needle goes down over the white and that the first needle goes down over the black. And then I'm going to tie these just one time under this peg here, and then when we get it off the machine, I'll tighten it and make sure there's no hole showing on the other side. I'm putting the yarn through the third hole, the one closest to me in my tension guide, and getting some black out of the skein. And now I'm going to continue on. Okay, so now these clips are starting to hit the table, so I'm going to take them off. Whoops, and drop one. And then when it gets a little bit longer, let's see if we can do it now. We can start rolling this up a little bit. Yeah, we can. So start rolling this up into like a donut shape so it carries the weight, distributes it evenly so you don't get dropped or tucked stitches. There we go. Okay, I'm going to continue on to the 80 rounds. Okay, so I just finished my 80th row. So I am going to measure once around here. I may not need this much yarn, but I am going to take it off the machine. So I want to make sure I have plenty. And take it out of the feeder. Let me make sure this last stitch gets done there. Okay, and then you want to thread your needle and get it off the machine. Capture all the stitches. Don't be like me and miss some. So apparently I see people taking a few needles down and then doing this, but I'm too scared. 2 or 3 is plenty for me. Okay, so there we go. I will speed this part up so you don't have to sit through this. Okay, so now that we have it off the machine, I'm going to, first of all, tighten this up where we did the color change, and then just clip it off. Okay, and then we're going to flip it inside out. And I probably should have checked that to make sure it was tight enough, but it looks good. And then we're going to stretch it. It's looking good. Hopefully I'm in frame. Okay, so stretch it both ways. Oh, my daughters are coming home. And then once you get it stretched, sorry, my daughters just came home. Then you want to tie one end up, gather it up. And we're going to sew that closed. Sorry about that. And let me get my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this yarn. That's hilarious. Anyway, I do love this yarn, especially the metallic. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and do another Hobby Lobby haul, which I owe you guys a video from the last 2 times I went. But I want to get different colors in this. It's gorgeous. The red is really pretty too, like I showed you. Okay, so basically you've got it like this, and then we're going to close up the ends, and then it's going to be like this, and you can put this on it, or all kinds of choices here that you can use. I think I do like this big one. Okay, so this is a clip, but you can take the clip off if you want and just glue it on. I love it. So basically, I don't have to show you guys how to close this up, do I? Well, I might as well. Okay, that's way too long. So I'm going to cut my yarn. Cut this one too. And basically, if I can thread my needle, you just close it up like this, because remember, you're not going to see this anyway. You're going to cover it with something, hopefully. You could even use a pin on this or whatever you want, button. Okay. Do a crosswise too. And then you want to bring this through the one layer. And just clip it. And then we're going to sew this end and then sew the two ends together. And then just stretch it on over your head and you're ready to go. And look at that, I didn't drop any stitches. It's a miracle. Okay, I'm getting better at this. Hopefully I'll get better at tutorials too as I go. Okay, this side I'm not going to do as good because I'm going to do this. And like I said, you're not going to even see this, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. And I'm going to put these for sale too in my Etsy shop in case anybody doesn't want to make them and wants to buy one. I'm having a 40% off sale too, so for the holidays. Sorry, it's kind of hard to get it through that one. Okay, so then I'm going to take it to the back side. Oops, I didn't mean to bring it through there. If you're not going to put anything on it, I would secure them together from the back. But it really doesn't matter because you can flip it to either side. So it doesn't really have a wrong and a right side. Double secure it there. Thanks for screaming. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to cut this audio now. And then just put that through the back side, the inside layer, clip, and you're done. And then the glue I just use a fabric glue for this because it's washable, but you can probably use E6000. I've seen people say they use that too. So look how pretty that is. I love it. Let me move this out of the way. It's beautiful. So there's the finished product. Show you this way. Here we go. Our 3 ear warmer, head warmers, turbans, whatever you want to call them. Pretty. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications because I will be coming out with a lot more tutorials. Thanks for watching.